What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at an Apollo 16 photo. And this is one that just absolutely to me proves that there has been life on the moon before we got there. It looks like they were mining. These look like absolute machine parts to me. Cylinders, gear shafts, um, remains, stuff like that. This was sent to me in an email and reminded. I've seen this picture before. It's been on the Living Moon. It's been on. I don't think Richard Hoagland's site did this one, but this is one I've always wanted to go to. And my buddy Benny sent me this online here. He's another one of the subscribers. Just happened to come across the videos, and he said you got to check this one out. And the second I saw it, I remembered this one. I've been trying to find this one for a long time, and through finding this one, I also found the next one I'm going to do, which is even better than this. Wait till you guys see it. I might give you a little sneak peek before on the next one, but this they've tried to obfuscate this, or I forget how the exact word is called, but there's a lot of anomalies in there, and the Living Moon has put their website has put them all out too, and I'm gonna point you to. And this is how my buddy sent them to me. Benny did this, so this is pretty neat how he did this. This is just for anybody who wants to look and see, people send me stuff in weird ways. I get a little bit different. The best way not to send stuff is say, you know, here's a picture, something weird in it. At least put it into grids or something. Break it into 9 grids. Start one up in the top left, 9 down in the bottom right. You know what I mean? Something like that. But there's a lot of cool anomalies in this picture, and I'm going to show you where you get it from, just so you can have it on the video. But if you watch my videos, all you really got to do is go back to my pages. This link right here is going to be in the description. Always, this picture will be there. So let's take a quick look. Let's get right at this thing. You guys know what I do here. I see what I see. You see what you see. First, we're going to take a look at this cylinder object right here. Along with there's a lot of writing on these things here. This looks like machine shop to me. And also it seems to be a very obvious gear here, some sorts, or a drive shaft with a gear there. Now this research, like I said, was not done by, I'm just going off research of other people. This is what they thought, and it's actually right on with what I think here. Like I said, this. If you go to the Living Moon, they talk about who was the first person to find this stuff. I really don't get into that. I know a lot of the people who find this stuff get really, what's the word? Pissy if some of them do. If you don't credit them, or if they don't get credit, I don't care what I found, what anybody else has found. These are pictures that NASA found. You guys put some great work into it. If you find these, all we're doing is keep working, keeping this stuff moving forward. We're all in this together. I was talking to a couple of guys. There's Joe White does pictures. This guy's awesome. He's got a bunch of good stuff on here. We were talking about how we all got to come together. The two Chris's, my buddies at Mars Anomalies, and as well as the Olympus Sky. So we're gonna hopefully get some collaboration going on here soon with some people, and even make this whole database better. So let's take a really good look at this right here. Tell me that is just, man, that's moon made. Mother Moon made that. You're out of your mind. Um, you guys can come here and call me batshit crazy till you're blue in the face, but you're gonna tell me that this right here is something that's man-made, no, or not man-made, or not made and brought here by something else. Um, the moon most likely, if this isn't extraterrestrial, it's probably ours. Man, who knows what our ancient history has been here? And if you really think that we know science so well that everything's all figured out and our timelines are perfect, humans are never right. And why would we be right now? We're never right in our thinking. We're always off on something. We're always finding that we were off, and rechanging the way we think. So let's take a look at this. Looks like almost an obvious drive shaft here. And this, whatever this is, it's been destroyed. You can tell. See how just the damage to this here, where you have all these real fine, like bars. And it looks to be not melted, but actually attached to this. Um, Whatever this is worked out. Whether this is metal that's been out there and it's got lunar dust on it, but it's got a lot of interesting things here. Look at these metal caps right here next to them, and they've got even like this looks like it's even got a little tongue coming out of it there or something. That's like a cap, maybe it locks down like something like that. More of these little rounded things here. Um, and then here's where I say here's the gear shaft. Here's the gears going 1, 2. Let me get the pointer. And let me do this. Let me see if I can't. Let me do this. Oop, I'll get my mouse going over there. Sometimes everything's hard to do with the little trackpad that I've got. Okay, now this almost looks very ceremonial to me in many ways. Oh, here we go. All right, come on. That's what I wanted. Sorry, guys. Takes me a minute to get this going. This looks kind of ceremonial. Looks like it just got broken up. Like this is very ornate, but let's see. We're going to go to image adjustments. I was going to try and get a couple more videos. I'm going to head over to the beach condo. Anna's coming down. We're going to go do a fun run tomorrow. It's a paint run in Baltimore. Basically, with I think the kids over and a bunch of friends are going, and they throw paint at you while you're running around. It's all for charity and stuff. It's going to be fun. In downtown Baltimore. Let's see, I love Baltimore sometimes. But okay, let's play with the gamma here a little bit. Now check that out and look at the cylinder here. I mean, it's got a little piece coming out like this. This almost looks like it's riveted, like teeth, like that. It looks like an actual drill. If you've seen if you've seen anything ever drilled or a stone drill or something, when they spin, it looks like that's got teeth and that would just drill into something and bore out. You can pull it right out, and this did bore out right through it. And, I don't know if you can see that, but I see it in my head. You might have no idea what I'm talking about. Um, all right, so let's see. If you just looked at your iPhone, hit like. I know a lot of people do that. They're my videos. I've got these on all the time. Now let's look at this right here together real fast. Let's see. We're gonna say this is a headband. Yeah, well, let's just do this. Let's just spin it a little bit. Let me hit OK and leave this looking like that. And let's spin this a little bit. All right. So we're kind of looking at how this may be falling off. Let's say this would be a headband or eyes. See the eye there? This would be the other one. Looks like it's some patch. That would be the nose and then the mouth and the chin. It's almost like the perfect person. This would be like a hat. Now that just seems very ornate to me. Who knows what that is? Like I said, this looks more. It's something, some machinery or something along these lines. Because you can even see how when I say ornate, it looks like this could be imaging artifacts here, but it looks like it's got some circles written into it and stuff like that. A very cool piece. Let me back this out and go ahead and let's step backwards here so we can get everything looking the same again. One more. All right, and I know I could use the keyboard functions. I know. I got buddies who use Photoshop. They probably hate watching me do it because of the way I do it. But all right, so let's see here. Let me get my trusty old thing up and we will go from here. Alright. Okay, so that's just looking at these two right here. So that's right off the bat with the little gear shaft and then this. I mean, that's pretty amazing to see. Pretty easy to I can see. And since this is on a, let's see here. Um, just like that. That kind of turns it to maybe look like you're on the same level with it. That kind of helps a little bit in pulling out some of the stuff. And what's interesting is this oil looking crap that just happens to be over top of this right here. And this just happens to have what looks like a pipe running out of it here. And what looks like a perfect pipe or something running out of this corner of it. See how it looks like there's a base or something? And this it's just very interesting that this is right in front of that. And to my buddies who do these photos with me and stuff like that, can one of you guys get this stuff off and see what's behind here? I don't know if that's even possible. But look right here. This looks like a really solidly put out shape there. And look what we've got here. Some more what look to be little heads. Just kind of two eyeballs, a nose, and a mouth. And that one's smiling. It's got an ear over here too. What looks to be maybe part of a statue. And we have more and more of these perfectly square or little blocks and stuff like that. And look at these like little blocks here, and they kind of look at the patterns in them, and they're all cut. It looks like it's actually cut and chiseled into these things. Wow, this is one of the best pictures I've seen in a long time. Definitely looks like machinery. Like this could have been mining operations going on here one time, or possibly, who knows? Like I said, I don't know what you need to live. There could have been a race of beings or something that don't need air, don't need anything for all we know. Whoa, hold on. Look how smooth that is. Tell me this doesn't look like an alien gray back there hanging out. With this right here as well. Let me do something. Look how smooth these two heads are, or two rocks. I'm gonna call them heads because they kind of look like heads. And look at the eyes are kind of colored here. It looks like three of them right here. Let's see here. My phone is blowing up. All right. Did you look down again? If you did, hit like. That's how to get people to hit like now. Like, so I'm trying to get my ratings up, trying to do as much as I can to improve the channel. I'm not going to go totally, like I said, everybody always goes to like that really high, try to be like high quality part. I'm never going to go away from this format for the Anomaly videos. I love this. It's hokey. It's, it's hokey. It is what it is. I invite you into my dirty room. Today I have the background up. I hope you enjoy. This was my buddy Mike's who passed away. We started a band together, Energy Field. And that's how I got the Energy Field Network name for my information network that we use. Um, he died about 6 years ago, unexpectedly. It's just a heart condition. It was crazy. If you check the description, his links in there with some of our music. He was a lead guitar player. I used to write and sing. And oh gosh, I listened to some of that stuff, and it was come a long way playing guitar and singing. I have. Now he rocked all the time, but check his stuff out. As I go off on a little tangent, as I was just telling you that was his behind me. Um, but let me see. I just want to try and color this. Sorry, let's get back into this here. See, I can sit here and jab. Once I get into these things, I get excited. And I don't. Like I said, if you don't watch my videos a lot and you're here, you're like, oh, this is definitely weird. You'll figure it out. Hang around. If you're interested in this stuff, hang around for a little bit. You'll figure it out. I just like to randomly talk about some certain things. And what we're gonna do here is randomly just kind of color in this little ET's head here, which I shouldn't do so sloppy. Okay, that's somewhat. Now we're going to go drop the fill, and this is probably going to be behind my head, so let me move that down so you can see it a little bit. Drop the fill, there we go, and let me do some deleting there, because I definitely was going with an overkill. Oops. Definitely went overkill there, alright. Back down to 2. Alright. But see what I was going for there? I don't know if you can or not, but that's what I'm going for here. Let me drop it. See it? Kind of looks like a head. There's 2 eyeballs right there. Just kind of looks like a gray alien that they predicted. It's probably just a rock in there. Let me get this all squared up. Look at all that time I wasted on that little guy. When there's all these other cool things in here, like this other little beveled, this right here with this little beveled square, perfectly 90-degree angle to that. Um, just a lot of interesting stuff on here, and I know I'm missing a whole bunch more because there's a lot of other good stuff up here. Um, let's see here. Let me look at this guy's page. Where's Benny's stuff here? All right. Gosh, there's so much good stuff on this picture. Thanks for sending this one over. I get so excited that sometimes I've got like, this is why it's taking forever to get so many videos done. Um, Here's his thing again. Let's take a gander around here. Let me put on the screen below it so it's bigger. You see me looking at all the screens here. I've got 6 set up. Right now there's only 4 of them on. Um, okay, so we've looked at the blocks of that stuff. I mean, they definitely look like they're very blocky. Um, okay, let's take a look at some of these bigger rocks, like right here. This one and this one. We looked over here and how this kind of have the bezels and stuff on that, and they look like to be cut. Up here is the same way. Let me get this guy to be a little pointer. Now let's take a real good look at these 2 rocks right here. Especially this one seems to have some sort of writing on it. Looks like it could have been leveled off at one time. It's either looks like the back of something that had machinery, or it was something that was cut into it and is maybe part of the machinery. You know what I mean? More just kind of square corners, which leads me to believe this. Like I said, this was something that was just destroyed at one time. Um, Look at this. Tell me it doesn't look like a cutout block, that something's been blocked out for a reason. Like something set on that, like that was a base stone or something. See how this one kind of looks like it would kind of go down the ground. Not much care is taken down into this one, except for it's got what seems to be like a little something off the side here. I'm thinking this could have been a level one done. This would have been maybe like this, and this would have been straight up and down. Um, Here it would have been like a little statue on it. This just would have been, it wouldn't have been like this. It would have been over here, but I don't know. It's interesting too. See how this thing here, it looks almost like metal how it comes down and drops down into this perfect, cut there. And let me get it really big for you guys on the screen. Some of you guys are looking at this on cell phones and tablets and stuff. I need to keep remembering that. But look at the writing in here. It's almost like tablets of old. See how it comes down into that really fine point there? And it comes up this way along it, and then in the back, look how it drops down. So this is very interesting. I say that a lot. Very interesting. I got to come up with some new words. This is very interesting. Like I said, I'm like an old president here, Bush, where he used to be all the time. He'd be like, terrorists, terrorists, terrorists. All right, here we go. Wow. What is that? Is that a rock to you? Tell me this looks like a rock. Tell me this looks like just a normal rock there. I don't. To me, it doesn't. There's a reason why they focused on this, and the picture you're going to see tomorrow too is even better. Now look at this. This seems to be like smoothed out bowl upside down. Um, what was in this crater at one time? I'd love to see. This had to have been some sort of operation, like a mining. I keep coming back to mining because the moon just seems to be like everything was mining it at some point. Let's see. There's also a baseball on here, and I'm trying to find it on my thing. Okay, here we are. Let's find this up here. Okay, and we'll follow that down. There it is right there. See that? It's like a softball. And I looked around. I made sure that this wasn't one time to like hit some softballs or something like that. But it looks like the stitches in it. Tell me that doesn't look like it's got stitches in it. It's probably not softball. I know that. But it looks like this softball hit like a bird or something that was flying. Knocked him out. That's in from the living moon. And that is definitely what it kind of looks like to me. It looks like this guy was sitting there and he took one hard on the face. Let me view. All right, so yeah, that definitely looks like a baseball. I think we can agree that looks like a baseball or a softball. It even has I mean, it's got the stitching look to it too, and behind it definitely looks like some sort of doll or something with the head's up here, eyeball, mouth, just kind of laying out there, or some sort of look. It's even got like little. I can't even say what that is. Like this part of it. See it like coming out like that. Just very interesting. Interesting. I always go back to interesting, that word. Everything's so interesting to me, guys. Why am I so interested in everything? Because I'm crazy. I've been having so much fun with the people on the channel lately, and the ones that are calling. They come now since the channel's been getting a lot more hits. Like I said, the people are crawling out of the woodwork to call me an asshole. So much love to you guys. Either if you stay this long, and if you stay this long and then call me an asshole at the end, at least you stayed and listened to me for a while. Much love to you. The people who subscribe and really appreciate this and are sitting there doing this along with me, you guys are the ones I'm doing it for because you're the ones that are going to go forth and tell other people about this. You're the ones that are going to make videos. They're going to say, all right, Will can do this by just hitting play. Why can't I do this? And it's easy. Anybody can do it. And you see things differently than me. So you're going to see your videos are going to be different automatically. So I say we all band together on this stuff. Let's get some stuff done. Um, I've got so much on my website now, and I've got a couple of different ways I'm going to start. I'm going to start making it by category as well, so it's going to be a lot easier to find stuff. Tell me this thing doesn't look like and I'm going to go ahead and leave with this couple of things right here because there's so much here we can get into that. Tell me this doesn't look like something sitting in there creeping out looking at you, like something with its two eyeballs in here, and he's just creeped in this little back behind that little dome thing. Too crazy. This is kind of interesting, this little piece right here. It looks like there's got one, two, three, four legs or something coming out of it. And up here is just very symmetrical. Almost looks like this would be, yeah, it looks like more machining stuff, more, it's like a tool bit cleaner or something, or a cleaner. See how it's got like wire brushes or something coming out of it? Something along those lines. Like I said, I see what I see, you see what you see. That's kind of how we do it here at What's Up in the Sky 37 or www.what'supinthesky.com. Come check it out there. Um, and all these rocks, like I say, go download this one. This one's definitely a download picture. And the next one we got coming up too, like I said, there's that little gray looking guy down there. The one we've got coming out, look at this little circle here, didn't notice that before. Is even the one coming out is even cooler just because it actually has an astronaut in it, and it's one of the next series of this picture. So you might beat me to it if you go find out where all these are. And look, like I said, if you go find this series, you might beat me to it, but uh, stay tuned for the next one in this series. These rocks out here look very symmetrical, and they're very just out, kind of laid out on the horizon. Up here too, there's another one. See how it's just kind of up there. I meant to mention that stuff, but um, hmm, this thing again, looking at it, it's like, what in the world? This right here, like, what is this stuff here? Is this just random rocks? I don't think so, guys. Much love. Take it easy. Peace.